Alright, hello everyone. Here we're back for another Golf Clash tutorial. Hole number 2. We're going to use our APOC again. And very similarly to my first playthrough for this hole, I'm going to do it very similarly with APOC 4. Shouldn't be, too much different of a shot at all on this hole, as we should have, a very big enough tailwind, especially with the Berserker ball, that we can get it up here to a very favorable spot. Now, if you notice, my first drive, I kind of made a comment on this. It was almost a little bit too far. So really, it almost favors shorter drivers, because I even backed off, I made my APOC 7 basically play exactly like an APOC 5. I don't even think I used max power, which means I was probably playing it like an APOC 4, APOC 3 shot. So there's no reason with, a limited driver, such as what I'm playing right now, can't easily get the ball up there just as far. So definitely something to watch. It's going to be wind specific, of course. We don't know how much wind we're going to get from time to time. And obviously a 16 wind is going to play different than a 14 wind significantly. You might look at it and say, oh, it's only 2 miles per hour difference. But usually that's 15 yards maybe. It's substantial difference. So let's take a look here at what my opponent does. Looks like using the same technique. Let's see how this works out. And there you can see well down here. It's in the same situation that I was in. It's in wedge territory. So, anything under 500 is actually probably better. So here you can see I came prepared. Got my ball ready. Now what you're going to see me do is I'm going to aim kind of towards the right center of the fairway here. So you can see that I'm kind of, you can see where the wind is pointed. It's more towards the right edge of the rough. It's because once I actually apply this curl, I know that it's actually going to overhook beyond that point. So that's the reason, that I'm aiming the way that I'm aiming. So let's just take a look here and see how far up we can get in the APOC 4. And, this is almost to the end of the fairway here. So 4 yards different than my opponent's shot. So, very, very minor differences, or maybe it was 9 yards. But as I mentioned, almost staying back to where I am anyway is going to be a little bit favorable. I don't want to drive it any farther than that. So to be honest with you, if the wind's any more, I'm going to probably start to take off. It's going to be much easier to make this with a, and here you can see, this is kind of what I was mentioning in my last video that I try to intentionally avoid doing, especially with side winds. Playing a lot of this slope is going to be very, very challenging. I'd rather kind of get the wind adjustment down and try to focus on, that wind play at hand, as opposed to kind of using too much slope and, having no control over the shot. You give yourself those mounds and ridges that you come over, and you really, the shot becomes more of kind of a lucky bounce more than anything. So let's look here. Here you can see here's min club. There's a couple ways. First off, I don't think that you can stop it on this hill the way you used to be able to. So again, it looks like I'm too far down, but you can also see that the trajectory of this shot is going to be very low. So, another thing that I can try to do is a dunk shot. So, first off, I'm going to just try 3 rings here. This is a very, very underplay for the wind, but I just want to kind of see, I need to start getting kind of my bearings. Ooh, that looked really close. It looks like it hit the pin just a little bit too high on the pin, just by an inch. So that was actually a pretty spot on adjustment. That was about what, 5 per ring, or 5.2 per ring or so, give or take. So I'm going to go ahead and just forfeit out, so that way we can get to, replay pull a lot faster. So now you won't see the needle spin for I think I was playing a replay there anyway, but it had to spin for 45 seconds before. Now, once I forfeit, I'll be able to just get those immediately. So it'll speed up my round a little bit. So good luck there, guys, with that second hole. I almost got that one to fall. It's very, very close. But it's, something that I wanted to test, make sure that, if I get down there again, I can almost, have a feel for how many miles per hour per ring that's going to play. That was pretty much spot on. It looks like I just hit it just a little bit too hard. So right around 5.2 per ring or so was almost perfect for that uphill shot. So good luck there, guys, and catch you guys on the next one.